Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. This is Ultra Warrior from Task Force Games. I had another copy of this in the past that I had played. Basic story behind it, it's okay, but it's not as good as like Melee. It's that type of man-to-man combat game. But let's go through this. I'll end up reviewing this probably sometime this year. All right, let's take a look at the counters first. The reason I'm showing those first is because the actual terrain is on the counter. So in the scenarios, you set these up to create your terrain. And here's the four different players. And there's smoke and stuff too. The map is pretty rudimentary since you're placing the terrain on with counters. So it's just basically a blank map. And let's take a look at the rule book. Forms change, the basic nature of man does not. The knight, encased in his near invulnerable plate mail, rode to war on his noble destrier. The knight was a walking fortress capable of destroying lesser-armed foes. They fought as individuals, even in mass melees, because honor demanded individual combat. The Ultra Warrior has the firepower of an army, so he needs no support. He is capable of laying waste to an entire planet. The first Ultra Warriors, like the first Knights, were crude, but somehow most managed to survive and get the job done. As they passed on their titles to their sons, and they in turn to their sons, the Ultra Warriors became more skilled and refined. Thus, the Ultra Warriors became the Knights errant of space. Armor was replaced with lightweight EC suits. The lance became a heat blaster and the sword a frostbolt. They could be as chivalrous as Galahad or as cruel as Mordred. Let's take a look through the rules here. Alright, so it's just going over the counters and saying what they are. They've got forest, fire, water, lava, ice, smoke barriers, and the Ultra Warriors themselves. Here's the abbreviated sequence of play. Players set shield energy for this turn. Energy barrier and smoke markers from the previous turn are removed. Any inverted water markers are flipped face up and become water again. And then you have the impulse procedure. Alright, here it's going over energy, shields, environmental control suits, and the life levels. And you have an Ultra Warrior control sheet where you keep track of all the stats and stuff. It's just explaining that. And here it's going into movement and fire combat. Looks like you got heat blast, frost bolts, electron bolts, implosion darts, energy discs, and disruptor, and then it's talking about your energy barriers and smoke and so forth. And it looks like you have blocking terrain too. So that's just 7 pages of short rules, and now it's going into the scenarios here. Against the Black Knight, the next one's Lance's reputation. Escape from Sarmanix. Island of Ice. Zorko's Folly, and Man Against Machine, and then the Energizer and Aliens. Well, give them this. They got a lot of scenarios to choose from. And here's your charts. The cost and damage chart, terrain effects chart, or terrain change chart, terrain effects chart, and here's your weapon fire table. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I'll have a review of this sometime this year. If you've tried this, let us know how you liked it. And I won't have any more videos for the rest of the week because I'm going to Little Wars. I got a booth there where I'm going to be selling used miniatures and stuff. So if you're in Illinois, stop by Little Wars, check it out. It's a real nice historical miniatures convention. Have a good evening.